have seen in the social media or in the mass media or in the films or wherever, I've always observed that the people who've shown immense valor and bravery on the army front, most of them the north side army officers, the kind of projection they've been given, the south side officers are not given that much. That's my personal feeling. That's what I feel. It's my perception. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if it is correct, please, I want your opinion on that.
I completely agree with your opinion. It's my opinion too.
You agree?
Again, as you say, my personal opinion. But that comes from the fact that most people who don the uniform, especially in the army, in the Air Force and the Navy, you have quite a few South Indians. But when it comes to the army, a lot of people, the percentage of people who join from the north of India is more. So the respect that they have for the uniform, because somebody or the other from their family is wearing a uniform. So like in Rajasthan, in Haryana, in Punjab, regiments come from there. The Punjab regiment is there, Rajputana Rifles, Rajput regiment. All of them actually, villages join that regiment. And then there is the generations who join a particular unit. In South, there are fewer regiments and there are few people who join. See, I don't know, probably it is... the south of India is more intellectually oriented. So they go into more intellectual fields of work. Whereas in the army and all, while you need intellect, you also need to be physically very fit. And so because of that, and over the years, the north gets portrayed way more than the south gets portrayed. Do I think it's unfair? Absolutely. I think it's...
What do you think, Charu? Because you've been seeing this 25 years, no? Do you feel, see, normally the army officers' wives, they're called for major events or major programs of the government. How many times were you invited?
And
how many times that projection, that recognition, that kind of importance was given to you as an army officer's wife?
Yeah, like, I'm in touch with a lot of Mathia's family, like, the different states, they call them on January 26th. All the veterans and Mathias, invariably the decoration or thing, they state they are called for a tea on January 26th to Raj Bhavan. And Kargil Vijay Divas, they not only call the Kargil heroes family and others who got martyred and veterans to lay a memorial. There is a memorial in Bangalore, there is in Delhi, of course, and other state also. Sadly, we don't have anything where as a family or together we can go and pay tribute to the... See, everybody cannot travel to Delhi or some other place. Right. And these things cannot be done at home. Like, see, other pujas, remembering, maybe we can light a diya, or we don't like candle diya. And kind of like, we feel that still is alive, that even don't even put garland in his photo at home, like, just keep a flower. But to pay tribute to anybody, not only Kargil, during December 16th, Vijay Divas, any moment, anything, officially we want to do something, we have no place, sadly. Whereas other places, they have that. And even you contact one or two places, they may, but in common, it couldn't, because nobody can understand that. That's the little sad part of it. January 20th.
What do you feel, Aparajita? I mean, do you think that the father is not given that due respect that he really deserves?
When I came out with this book, I was 18 years old. The coffee table book that we put together. That time it started off as a very childlike tantrum. Because I felt like I had not done enough to tell my father's story to the world, and that's probably the reason that his story was not as known. But then, of course, over the years, while that is true, I've realized in the South, we still don't have a culture of... There's no culture of knowing about our heroes and talking about our heroes. Now, if you really look at, say, Kargil, 30,000 soldiers were like mobilized. 527 have laid down their lives. 200 soldiers have got injured, all these numbers. And you see state putting out their numbers. The five states that really contributed to soldiers, none of them are from the South. Okay, even presuming that's an accepted statistic. So in the Kargil War, there was one hero who was given, say, a gallantry award posthumously, and who martyred in the war. Isn't one name easier to remember than hundreds?
That too in 25 years. There was only one war. And there's only one hero.
So I think that's simple math. I think ideally this should be easier
That too
for
of United Andhra.
of United Andhra Pradesh.
There's only one man and
Only one. There's a road that is named after my brother, where my parents' house is.
Nagul, near Nagul.
Yeah, it's called Hastinapuram.
Hastinapuram, yeah.
It's near LB Nagar. So that road is named after him. And there is a bus that has been put not by the government. It is a private, political, private bus, which is, and there's a cobbler who sits at the end of the bus, at the, at
And
the,
there's a Nala also behind the.
and Nala behind it. There is not a bus to commemorate my brother. So when she says that there is no war memorial, so to speak, in Hyderabad, she is not, she or anybody from the family hasn't been. I think initially my parents were called for 2 at-homes, but beyond that, nothing else happened. So it is painful to see that, like you said, in North that recognition does exist, but in South, nothing at all, nothing. I mean, there's no bust, there is no statue, there is nothing. So the first time, other than the one at the end of my road, when I keep saying that there's a cobbler who sits right at the end of that bust, that cobbler takes good care. I mean, Charu tells him clean up, he'll clean up. But it's the cobbler, it is not the government of India. It is not the state government of this place. It is Charu telling him to clean it up, and he cleans it up with respect.
People put their feet on top of that statue and sit. There is no dignified thing for him. Like, through him, they could relate with other heroes also, other soldiers also.
In 25 years, they never had a chance to lay a wreath at his statue. I think he deserves it.
He does deserve.
I completely understand that we are Indians and that is our collective identity. Absolutely. But people relate to heroes when they see similarity. So you tend to relate to somebody who you think lived a couple of lanes away from you, who probably went to the same school you did, from the same area that you are, who speaks the same language or had the same upbringing or had the same social strata or had a personality like you. To pick a hero, you see someone you can emulate. So you need to talk of, number one, different kinds of heroes and talk of heroes from different parts of India as well. So it's really important for us to discuss heroes from the South. We need to talk about it because people will relate to that at a personal level.